Attention duelists. Phoenix, Master Monday, watch and learn. Random button. Let's go. Duelist A going first. Running some combination of Ocean Control Porous support. Potovic's driving in Spanish 6 from their extra. Opponent with the Ash Blossom to stop it. No card draw for them. But with a Mesty and King Sark in hand, they've still got stuff to do. Use a Mesty, pitching it in Ice Barrier. Ice Barrier chaining. Using its effect to banish itself from the graveyard to summon a water monster. Not summon, sends away, then add back to the hand. Ocean Dragon Lord, Karyushin. MSD will then add King Sark to hand, and gets an Ice Jade Tremora off the draw. Activate King Sark, using it, pitching their other Sark. Sends away Dumatef. Activate Sea Stealth 2. Bring back Dumatef by its own effect. Ice Jade Tremora will then activate its effect, sending it from the hand to the graveyard to special summon the Karyushin. Karyushin adds Sea Stealth attack to hand. Set it. Pass. Karyushin activating as a almost Floodgate. Activate Sea Stealth 2, or attack. Opponent activates Fire King Sanctuary, which will activate the island. Island will pop Haya Avatar Kirin in hand, and add Sacred Fire King Garunix to hand. Kirin effect lets them summon Garunix and then destroy the Karyushin. Garunix on summon, and Dumatef will chain, because a card left the field. Gets a King Sark. Garunix pops Arvata from the deck. Arvata was popped, summons back the Avatar Kirin. Normal summons Poplar. Poplar, add Snake Eyes spell card. Poplar links itself away for Linkuriboh. Poplar was sent to graveyard, will put itself in the back row. Activates Original Sinful Spoils, sending away their Poplar from the back row to summon Snake Eye Ash. Ash is summoned, gets to add a card. See, Stealth Attack will activate, banishing a water monster. Making their spells and traps protected, which doesn't really matter. Snake Eye Ash then sending itself and the Linkuriboh away after adding to the hand Fire King Ponix. Special summoning out Flamberge Dragon. Flamberge effect, targeting Karyushin in the opponent's graveyard, putting it in the back row. Swing Flamberge, swing Garunix, and Kirin for game. Easy game, easy life. Moving on to match number 2. Duelist B going first on this one versus Makanko. Pitches Impermanence to special summon Dia Bellstar. Dia Bellstar, setting Original Sinful Spoils. Activates it, send away Dia Bellstar, special summon Snake Eye Ash. Ash responds to its summon, adding Fire King Ponix. Ponix is summoned. Add Fire King Sanctuary. Activates the Sanctuary to activate Fire King Island, then activates Bonfire, adding Poplar. Poplar was added to the hand, so it will special summon itself. Poplar was summoned. Add Sinful Spoils of Subversion. Then Poplar and Ponix link together. Make IP Masquerena. Poplar went to graveyard, put itself in the back row. Fire King Island, popping Arvata in the hand, adding Garunix. Arvata effect, target Ponix for it was popped. Garunix responding to a card being popped to summon itself. Arvata brings back Ponix, Garunix on board. Garunix will pop Kirin from the deck. Kirin was popped, summon back Arvata. Ponix and Garunix then link together. Make Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf. Snake Eye Ash send itself and Poplar away to summon the Flamberge Dragon. Flamberge Dragon and IP will link together. Make Promethean Princess. Flamberge Dragon effect, summon back Ash and Poplar. Promethean Princess effect, summon back the Flamberge Dragon. Promethean Princess and the Poplar then link together. Make Amphibious Swarmship Amphibowhale. Flambird, Sunlight Wolf, and Ash all linked together. Man's going crazy. Make Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, with 3 stacks on her. Sets 1 card. Passes. Duel Stay activates Heavenly Gates of Makanko and Feather Duster. Opponent set card, cross out Designator, declaring Ash Blossom. Feels wrong. Feather Duster will sweep it all up. But the Fire King Sanctuary will protect the Fire King Island by popping their Amphibiwhale. Amphibiwhale will respond by being popped. Target IP. Garunix will respond to a fire monster being destroyed to summon itself back as well. Board is still well established. Garunix will pop another Kirin from the deck. That Kirin will summon back Ponix, which will then pop the Heavenly Gates of Makanko. And Ponix will add Fire King Skyburn. Duel to activate Snatch Steal, targeting Appaloosa. IP will chain, using itself and Appaloosa as material to make SP Little Knight. Snatch Steal lost its target, so it goes away. Little Knight will banish Heavenly Gates of Makanko from the graveyard. Axe of Fools will activate, targeting the Little Knight, making it have no effect but 1,000 more attack points. Then activates Hidden Armory, sending away the top card, which was a Pot of Prosperity, and getting Makanko Fire Dance. Activates the Fire Dance, then summons Hugh Lee. Swings at Garunix, transfers the damage. Pass turn. Opponent's original Sinful Spoil Snake Eyes in graveyard, target Diabell Star. Banish itself, return her to the deck, gets to add Poplar. Poplar was added, summon itself. Poplar, Little Knight, and Ponix all linked together. World Sea Dragon, Zelantis. Zelantis effect, banish all monsters, then summon all the monsters back. Face up if they can. Or face down if they don't wanna. Promethean Princess pops Garunix and the set Hugh Lee now to summon herself back. And then I'm going to assume they lost due to time. Tragic. They pretty much had that one, though. Tearlament's Big Pile. Summons Rhino Heart. Opponent with D Shifter. That's a hard counter. So their Tearlament's Cache is banished. Destrudo will target Rhino Heart, pay half their life points, summon itself, modulate its level. Not that it matters, because they are linking their monsters together for SP Little Knight. And then they have to pass. Opponent draws. Summons Kashtira Fenrir, which will add Rise Heart. Rise Heart effect, special summon itself for controlling another Kashtira monster. Swings over Little Knight. Swings face with Rise Heart. Activates Kashtira Theosis, targeting Rise Heart, summoning out Unicorn. Unicorn effect for on summon, add Kashtira Birth. Unicorn and Fenrir make Shangri-Ira. Rise Heart will banish one of their own cards and 3 of the opponents to modulate its level to 7. Ira will block his own because the card was banished. Rise Heart will then be solo material for a Rise Heart. Sets 1, passes. Shangri-Ira. Summons a Unicorn from the deck. Opponent summons Snow. Passes. I think Duel B is going to have this one. A Rise Heart to attack mode. Swing over Snow. Card was banished. A Rise Heart will take it as material. Unicorn goes direct. And that's the game. Got some Tenyi. Sword Soul. Summons Incredible Ecclesia. Tributes her to summon Moye. Moye shows off Ashuna. Summon a token. Those two sync together, make Chishao. Chishao effect. Moye chaining. Gets to draw one from Moye. Chishao add Long Wan. Long Wan effect. Pitch the Ashuna, summon itself and a token. Those two sync together, make Sinister Sovereign. Long Wan effect, deals 1200. Special summon Protoss by banishing 3. Declares the Dark attribute, sets 3 cards, and passes. Opponent draws. Activates Upstart Goblin. Activates Rhoda. Getting Skystriker Ace Ray. Summons Ray. Links her away for Kaina. Kaina effect. Target Sinister Sovereign. Sinister Sovereign will chain. Then Skystriker player activates Widow Anchor. Sword Soul Blackout chaining, targeting Sinister Sovereign. Popping it and both of the opponent's cards. Widow Anchor loses its target. Sinister Sovereign loses its effect, as does Kaina. Skystriker player activates Triple Attack Thrust, adding Mobilize Engage. Activates Maneuvers, popping the Chishao, and one set card, which was Imperm. Activates the Mobilize. Chains Mobilize Linkage. And chains the second Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor steal Protoss. Then tributes it for the effect to, I guess, force a link summon of Hayate. Odd. They get to add Hornet Drones, which has its own animation for some reason. And again, another card. They got Rose. Rose will special summon herself. Swings face. Swings with Hayate. Hayate effect, send away a Skystriker card in the form of that little Blippet. Main 2, Hayate turns into Kagari. Kagari effect, target the linkage in graveyard. Called by an effect, targeting the Cyanos they sent away. Kagari effect, though, still add the Mobilize Engage, not linkage. Then Kagari turn into Shizuku. Shizuku effect during the end step, add Mecha Module's multi-roll, and pass. With one card, I don't think Duelist A is going to get this. It's Taya, though. Summon Taya. Banish Sword Soul Blackout. Summon a token. Blackout was banished, so it creates a second token. Ashuna effect, banish itself. Summon out Shitana from the deck. Taya and token sync together. Make Boxia Brightness of the Yangzing. Boxia effect, targets Rose. Taya was sent to graveyard as synchro material, so its effect will activate. Send away Adhara. Yangzing will return Rose to the deck. Adhara will banish itself. Target the Long Wan, add it back to hand. Shitana and Token sync together. Make the second Chishao. Chishao effect. Add Emergence. Activate Emergence. Add Tinny Spirit Vishuda. Long Wan effect. Pitch the Vishuda, summon itself, deal 1200, make a token. I did the 1200 part early. Boxia pop itself, summon back Shitana. Now Long Wan and token sync together. Make Supreme Sovereign Cheng Ying. Long Wan effect, burn to 1200. Shitana effect, link away. Monk of the Tenyi. Moves to battle. Monk will punch into the Shizuku, which will trigger Shitana's effect. Banish itself. Summon the monk back. Then Chishao swings over Shizuku. Ray effect, summon herself back. Monk swings at Ray. Ray will tribute herself to blink summon out a second Shizuku. And then Cheng Ying will punch that one. And then Duelist lost to time. Tragic. I was impressed, though. They were doing a lot with that Taya draw off the top. Rescue Ace, Snake Eye. Activates Rhoda off rip, adding Airlifter. Opponent with the Droll Lock. That's pretty big. Activates Emergency, summoning out Rescue Ace Turbulence from the deck. Getting rid of Airlifter. Turbulence effect. Effect Veiler to stop the turbulence. That's huge. Duelist A passes. Let's see what B has. Activates Valence World Shinra Bancho, which will set Konegwisin on the other side of the field. Then puts Shinonome in the pendulum scale. Using her effect, move herself forward. Activates the effect of the Konegwisin to slide down Turbulence. Board is effectively clear. And then Shinonome is on summon, because it is a special summon, moving her forward. They add Valence Awakening solo activation, and then Duelist A will activate their own Droll Unlock. Puts Nizuki in the scale, summons him forward. Those two will link together for Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. Electromite effect. Adding Performapal Duelist Extraordinaire to their extra deck, then activating solo activation. Solo activation will put Voltage Viscount in the pendulum scale and a second Shinonome. Electromite effect, popping the Shinonome, adding Performapal Duelist Extraordinaire from extra deck to hand. They would draw a card there, except Roll Knock says, no you don't. They put Extraordinaire in the pendulum scale. Viscount will move itself forward, which will then put the Nizuki into a back row zone, and then it is returned to the extra deck, thanks to Shinra Bancho, which didn't really do anything. No, it's returned to the extra deck to summon Valence Genesis Grand Duke. That is a healthy boy. Anyway, bunch of monsters on board. They return Turbulence to the opponent's hand, dealing its attack points as damage, and also boosting the power of Genesis Grand Duke. Viscount swings face, and the Grand Duke for the follow-up and the game. The real winner of that match, though, was the Droll and Lockbird. And probably the effect Veiler, too. That is a hard-going first hand. And I don't think they went first. Opponent draws. Summons Moye. Revealing Moye. Maxi will chain. No response to the max, it will resolve. Moye make a token. Moye and token sync together, make Chishao. Tale as old as time. Chishao effect, Moye chain. Moye draw. Chishao add Longwan. Longwan effect. Pitch the Moye they showed for the first Moye. Summon himself and a token. Those two make Baron de Fleur. Longwan effect from grave, burn for 1200. Activate stand-up Centurion. Pitching Primera. Putting Gargoyle in the back row. Move Gargoyle forward. Swings. Imperm effect on the Baron, which resolves. But it is too little too late. Big swings into the face. Alright, last one. Branded with General Horus support. Activates Walls of the Imperial Tomb. Adds Amesti to hand. Return Gamma Seal. Amesti and Cosmic Cyclone pitch themselves. Add King Sark. Gets another card, which is another Walls. Activate the Sark. Pitch the Walls. Sends away Horus. Not Horus, Hoppy. Hoppy and Amesti summon themselves back by their own effect. Make number 38. Passes turn, not activating their branded fusion. That's weird. Opponent activates Into the Void, draws 1. Second Into the Void, draw 1. Activates Runic Golden Droplet. Hope Harbinger activates to negate the droplet. and steal it. Then activates Foolish Burial Goods, sending away Transaction Rollback. Activate Runic Slumber. Max C, chain to the Runic Slumber. Slumber is set to summon a monster. They summon out Gary. Set 2 cards, and then have to pitch their Junk Collector. Odd. Only 1 card drawn for the max. Passes turn. During the draw step, player activates Paleozoic Morella, which will send away Earthbound Release. Then activates Nightmare Archfiends, tributing their Gary. Summoning 3 tokens to the other duelist field. Then Transaction Rollback, bank itself, pay half their life points. Activate the effect of their Earthbound Release. 1 level 6 or higher monster is normal or special summon. Tribute 1 level 10 Earthbound monster. Destroy as many monsters as possible. And inflict damage equal to their combined attack. However, Transaction Rollback lets you activate the effect of a graveyard, which lets them ignore the cost requirement. So they do not need to wait for the monster to be summoned. So its effect just becomes destroy all monsters as possible that your opponent controls and do their life points, attack points as damage to life points. Which with Hope Harbingers, 3,000 and 3 tokens, totaling 6,000, 9,000 damage is dealt, and victory for Duelist B. Horrific. Anyway, that'll be the end of this week's installment of Master Duel Monday. Watch and learn. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching the replay. Hope you have a fantastic week. Bye.